We all strive to be happy. Feeling stuck sucks. I know. I have been there. But I made my own changes. These are the mornings that we say, I woke up like this. Like, I've just woken up. Like, I woke up like this, you know. And the schools are out, watoto wako home, so you go to the sitting room, imevamiwa kitchen, imevamiwa. So the only heaven like you can have right now is within the four corners of your room. And I'm so grateful. You know, I just woke up, and then I got to think, you know, when you wake up, that's those times, of course, you wake up and you're like, God, I'm so grateful for such a beautiful day, you know. And then I start, you know, sometimes you start thinking of okay, after waking up, which is which. And then something came into my mind, and I started deliberating. I started thinking of what could be the worst feeling that one could ever have, that one could ever feel in, like, the whole universe, the whole world. And the only conclusion I could come up with was the feeling of feeling lost, you know, the feeling of being alone, the feeling of like you don't know your purpose in life, you know. I was reading somewhere that there was a recent study that was done, and the study found that 69% of people, you know, 69% of people feel trapped. They feel lost. They they feel lost to the, you know, lost in the same old routines. And it continued to say that 3% out of 10, 3 out of 10, that people are happy with their lives. Can you imagine? 3 out of 10% people feel happy with their lives. You know, people are feeling stuck in their own careers. Sometimes kids are forced into certain careers by their parents because they feel is, you know, being a doctor is better than being an actor, or being a lawyer is better than being a, you know, into this martial arts or whatever. And then now they feel trapped. Either they feel trapped in their old relationship, you know, personal lives, you know, the greed of life, it's sucking so much out of them. And then it gets somewhere that relationship, self-care, and even their own goals, they get lost in their between. Such a terrible feeling, you know what I mean? And mostly you realize that when somebody comes across the feeling of being stuck and lost, this feeling actually does not go away, and it intensifies as time goes by. And as the feeling intensifies, some people choose to settle. You know, you settle with that. You know, it's like they make peace with the situation. They be like, okay, maybe this is what I'm meant to be. This is where I'm supposed to be in such a time as this. And then they just go ahead and they just settle in that feeling of being lost. It's the career that they don't like, but they still continue reporting in the morning. They're in a relationship whereby it's totally draining them, and they continue being there. You know, it's like making peace with your demons. You don't have to. And you know, you do it actually subconsciously. So sometimes you don't even realize that you're making peace with a situation whereby you don't even want to be in. And then they continue pushing your dreams. You continue pushing where you are supposed to be, or your happiness actually down the drainage, you know. Where on the other hand, there are people that just feel it's like this thing is not working for me. You know, it's not working for me, and it's so unbearable. And there are people that opt change. They opt out, irrespective of who they are going to hurt, irrespective of who they are going to disobey. Because let me tell you something, sometimes it's all about you. Sometimes you just have to put yourself first for once. You choose to step out of their careers, irrespective of the so many, you know, irrespective of years of successful jobs, you know. Such people, they end up making big changes in their relationship, in their careers. You know, there's some changes actually they hurt. There's some changes whereby you just feel it's going to cause a lot of harm, but irrespective, you just have to make changes for you to be happy. We all strive to be happy. Feeling stuck sucks. I know. I have been there, but I made my own changes. Feeling stuck, actually, it starts here. It starts with our thoughts. It is as simple as our thoughts create our situations. Thoughts actually, they frame how we see the universe. They frame how we see things. They frame how... Have you ever thought... Let me give this analogy. There are times, okay, okay, let me say this. There are times that you, especially for ladies, they are going to identify with this, there are times you just feel like maybe you're married. We always advocate for sex in marriage. So sometimes you have sex in your marriage, and sometimes you just feel it's like you're pregnant. Sometimes maybe you're not planning for that child. Maybe you already have a child, or maybe you just got married, and then you're just feeling it's like you want to wait before you give birth to your first child. And sometimes when you don't actually feel like it's the right time for you to have a child, sometimes you just go ahead and have sex, and then sometimes you just feel like, did I conceive? And then you start thinking of, I think I'm pregnant. And sometimes you go ahead and you start even having morning sickness. Like literally you feel it's like you're literally pregnant. And then maybe until your period comes, and then you're like, whew. Or maybe you take a test and then you just feel it's like you after the test now you realize actually you're not pregnant. So sometimes our thoughts, they totally create. If you want to see changes around your world, around your universe, around where you stay, it has to start with your mind. Negative mind is a slippery road. It will take you directly to where you are actually not even supposed to be. Like I always say, you are who you are what you think. You attract what you think, not what you want. If you want a good life and you continue thinking negative, you are not going to achieve that good life. You have to start with changing your mind first. After that, then maybe we can negotiate. But nobody actually can do it for you. You have to do it for yourself. You have to realize you are not where you are supposed to be, and you need change like ASAP. ASAP. Am I communicating? So in my conclusion, because honestly I just woke up, I need to go out there and see what this day holds for me. What I'm saying is that you don't have to feel stuck. Sometimes you have to, even if you don't know where to start making baby steps. Of course, you have to know, what do I want with my life? And maybe at this point you can ask yourself, for me, I had to ask myself 6 questions, and actually they came in so handy. And one of the questions that I asked myself was, am I actually doing the most with my life? Am I doing everything I can with my life? And if not, what can I do to improve it? Are you actually living to your purpose? Have you actually stretched your strength with your own life? Then number 2, I asked myself was, what can I do to make my relationship with myself better? And then just go ahead and write down, is it going out? Is it going, starting an online something? Is it being here, expressing yourself to the world? What can you do to better your relationship with yourself? It's all about you. It has to start with you for you even to have an impact on other people. Then number 3, I asked myself was, am I living in the present? Sometimes we can be trapped in our past so much that it's hindering us to be who we are meant to be now. And sometimes we could be living in the future. We are so worried about what will happen tomorrow, what will I eat tomorrow, to a point whereby you forget to live in your present. You're so worried about the future to a point even whereby even God blesses you right now, you don't even appreciate what He's giving you, because you are either worried about the past or the future. How about to take a break, come on, and enjoy the now moment? You're not in a position to control the past or the future, but you're in a position to control your present moment. Number 4, I asked myself was, what am I curious about? Which step can I take to ask that curiosity? And then after that, now you are able to plan yourself, take baby steps. No hurry, don't stress yourself. And then I asked myself, number 5, I went ahead and I asked myself, in what ways have I been settling my life? Is it what people throw at me? That's what I just adjust myself to, even if it's not good for me. Am I dropping some of the things so that I can fulfill other people's dreams? In what ways have I been settling my life? You deserve better. You don't have to settle for less. And then the last question I asked myself, this was like a deal breaker. Do I need a break? Sometimes you need to take a break. Take a break from the universe. Take a break from the world, you know, from the social media. Take a break from your families. Take a break from your friends, you know. Go back to the drawing board. And then after that, when you come out so fresh. You come out knowing exactly what you want. So my dears, you don't have to feel stuck in life. Life is beautiful. It comes and goes as you wish. It comes and goes as you draw out. But one thing I'm saying is this: it has to start from here. Change your perspective of life. Change how you see life, and trust in me, things are going to be different. You don't have to be stuck. Unstuck yourself. The ball starts and ends with you. So my dears, let me go out there and see what have they banned. But I just wish you a lovely day, and I just wish that anybody and everybody out there that is listening to me, you're going to find your purpose in life. There's nothing as beautiful like when you are living your purpose. So thank you for your love and subscription. Let me hear in a comment section how maybe you ever felt stuck, and then maybe you unstuck yourself, and how life has been different after you felt unstuck, you know. From my heart to yours, namaste.